Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. The Longhorns will put toe together and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go on the attack first. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. And I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Lost a throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Andrews. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the tight end. Just keeps swinging it. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown Sooners. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us, because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and get trophies back. I mean, this is something at the end of games people...
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. Recruited well, they've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's got him in the flat. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Andrews. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
It's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Sooners will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
There he goes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And the try is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to write about in film. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snap from the gun on third down. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The attempt is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after a nice game. Mark it at the 47. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and it's 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And oh, man, there's some burn orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000, the 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circle this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Under fire. Got his man. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Makes the grab. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off the RPO, complete.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. So first down will open of the final period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Sooners. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls in the deep ball. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Longhorns are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Snagged out of the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going, getting him on the ground.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Andrews. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Texas offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Snagged in the middle. It's Frost. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Frost. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.